How's it going, everybody? I do that every time. Okay. Oops. Oh, now it's gonna do that. All right. Well, I'm completely sober, and that just did not work. Hello, everybody, and welcome to On the Block with me. I'm McCray Olson, and with Cameron. How's it going, Cameron?
Hey, I'm Cameron Hurd.
Excellent. What's new? What's happening?
Dude, not much in my real life, but
How's your
in
President's Day?
President's Day,
Yeah,
I can't
did you
believe we have a
celebrate?
day. No. Does anybody celebrate?
Yeah,
Ever?
you put on a bunch of president's clothes.
Yeah, this is just an excuse to have a holiday for like
February.
upper class people,
Yeah.
not like
You
myself.
pretty much get one holiday a month. Like, there's only like a few months where there's no good holiday where you get off from work. Like, or it's a national holiday where you get off. It seems like they've got that nice and set up. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's true. MLK Day.
Is that
Yeah.
this month?
Martin Luther. Yeah.
Is that coming up?
So
Is
I'm
that
not sure.
January? Is that in
See, that's
January?
how little I care about the minor holidays.
Yeah.
I don't even know what season Labor Day is. It's either the spring or the
Or
fall.
Yep. Or like, yeah, people are talking about like, oh, St. Patrick's
And Memorial
Day is
Day?
coming up. It's just like,
Yeah.
are people actually getting pumped about St. Patrick's Day? Like, again, another excuse to just get drunk. But
Yeah.
no, I'm not excited about it. I don't know. It's weird.
I hope not.
I don't
Or else I'm really out of the loop.
Okay, let's talk about business. Tonight was a veto episode, and it was kind of like a mini double eviction episode. Where it's like we got a veto.
Mini?
Well, I guess like we got a veto and an eviction, right? We just didn't get the HOA.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
that's what they've been doing, though, right? Is that how they've been playing it? I don't know.
Yeah. That's how they've been doing it this season because it's so strange.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, I guess. I don't know. That's like a weird veto to throw at them, too. I mean, I don't know. How do you even start this?
All right, yeah. Let's talk. I don't feel like walking through episodes. I feel like we should just talk and then see where it takes us. All right?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that competition, the veto competition, because at first I thought, holy shit, this is going to be really easy. It's only a 9-piece puzzle.
Yeah.
And they barely have to run back and forth.
Yeah.
But I think there was a puzzle on both sides, which is why it was so difficult for them.
That's what it seems like. But they never showed the other side of the puzzle, what it looked like, really, did they?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think Mark had a whole puzzle done because it wasn't the same on the front and the back.
Yeah.
So that went from being a really easy puzzle to a difficult puzzle, if you can follow me there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I was kind of impressed with it. Did you like the veto that was chosen by America?
That's the one that I wanted, just because, like, I don't know, it probably wasn't the smartest choice in hindsight, but I think like that one's like has the most potential for fun and fucking shenanigans, I guess. But like having the auto one, what would have happened? Ross would have won the auto veto. And he would have had to use it, and then he would have, like that would have been lame. What was the first one then, or what was the other
Diamond?
One? Diamond, which would do what? You get to take both people off.
No, he gets to take himself off, and then he gets to choose the replacement nominee.
That one, in hindsight, what we know now, that one obviously would have been the best, because then Ross could have really tried to fuck some shit up. But I guess he would have done the same thing by putting up Meta, because there's no blood on his hands. So no matter which veto was played, it literally wouldn't have mattered. Really.
I think every outcome would have been the
same exact.
Because he had some rapport with Mark and James. So I think Meta would have gone up for sure.
Yep. That puzzle, like, that looked fun. Those blocks are pretty cool to fucking like spin around or like feel the weight of them. They fucked up, like, that's what I was worried about watching this one. They fucked up like a puzzle piece where it was like they printed it wrong or something like that in the workshop, and so they had to like stop our game and like re-fucking
Really?
Yeah, so I was like,
oh man.
So I was like, oh, fuck, I hope, like, because when I was looking at it and Ross had his piece, it was like pretty much the same exact situation where it was like the last piece just wouldn't fit in there. And like,
Yeah.
oh, it was so, I
It,
was like, uh-oh, they did it and now it's on live. Like, you can't fix that shit when it's live. I don't know.
yeah, I saw that too, and I'm like, oh, this is impossible
Yeah, this,
because,
it looks broken, yeah. It didn't
but
make
it was,
sense at all.
yeah, it was because the blocks weren't the same on both
What if
sides,
it was
which
like
is what was,
this? I guess it couldn't be. It has to be. I don't know. I don't know. It's confusing. But yeah, that was a decent game to be played live. I guess I was just worried where it's like, what if this game goes on forever? What if they're too dumb? Like,
yeah,
I hate that.
that's,
That's if you're a producer, you have to be fucking like shitting your pants every time. Like, oh come on, like please figure it out.
or where they're like looking for the clown shoe for what feels like forever.
Yeah.
They all,
Like everyone
yeah,
in the producer's booth has to be just like holding their breath. Like, please just like someone win. Yeah.
yeah, because we need some commercials. How?
Yeah, exactly. I thought another thing that was interesting. I like, yeah, Brandy didn't do so good. I remember seeing her like knocking her blocks around. I thought it was funny. But like Omarosa, she fucking went about it very methodically, which I thought was sweet. And like she fucking, it looked like she was about to get it and the camera was on her,
Yeah,
and then she hits the button and it's like, oh yeah, and it's like time's up, it's like we have a winner, and then fucking it kind of like,
it's Ross.
yeah, and that was crazy. That was that was a split second. Like she was so close on that one. I thought that was crazy where I was like, oh, Ross won, what the fuck. You could hear it in the audience too. Everyone was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty great. That's a good little
People
big
groaned
reaction.
and then cheered, and I was just
Yeah.
like, this is good, because that's exactly how I was. But
Yeah.
I didn't want Omarosa to win because I don't know. But if Omarosa did win, at least Meta would still be in the fucking house.
Yeah, and like yeah, Meta would still be in the house. But the problem with that is like, so like Meta just wanted to like leave essentially. Must have been his game plan where it's like, if you need to take anyone out, throw me up there, but if it doesn't get used, I'll stay more days. I don't know. People like, what I was thinking about is people, they they get so annoyed by like people that are like quitters and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you have to realize like having a quitter means that we still have like all the most strategic minds sitting there in the house, like ready to do battle, real battle. Like,
Yeah.
there's been like the line's been drawn, and like Omarosa tried to strike, you know. So it's like now we have strategic people, so we can't be too like, all right, yeah, like let's not get fucking too carried away with Meta being like, sorry, all right, he's out of the game, but like, was he really that fun like, he was fun to watch, he's entertaining, but like, we want to see strategy, I think. I don't know if I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
speak
for sure.
you, but
Again, just like when Keisha left, this is like the outcome I wanted, but not for the reason why it happened. Like, I wanted Meta to leave because he isn't really playing hard. I like the bits, but like the random funny bits can happen by pretty much almost anyone.
yeah.
You could find something funny. And when Julie Chen was asking Meta about like what he would have done with the veto, he still has no knowledge of what the
What's
veto
going
does.
on? Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I think I would have nominated Ross." Which,
Yeah.
by the way, you don't get to nominate people when you win the veto.
Yeah.
And he was already on the block, so it makes no
Yeah,
sense
he
at
seemed
all.
like he was just out of it. I don't.
And when he was saying all the people that he loves, he's like, my kids, their
Their
mothers.
Yeah, their mother.
Oh yeah, and my wife. It's like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was all just so weird and confusing.
I
Yeah.
wish that less celebrities wanted to quit, because half of them quitting already. Like, half of the people that have left have been on their own volition.
Yeah. I think the rest of them are here to play though. I think like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna roll over at this point. I think like, I don't know, especially in this episode. I think seeing like Mark and James together, I think that's
Yeah.
like a fun pairing that I like. Where I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like at least they're like, and like having Mark be like the older sensei that also doesn't know shit about Big Brother is kind of interesting, you know. But like,
Mhm.
they're all getting their footing in there, and they're all like, they all know how to game. It seems like, so it's, I don't know. I like watching that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
and you could tell that Mark is actually playing the game because he was like, "We can't tell her. We just have to blindside her.
Yeah.
We have to, yeah." So and Mark has said on the feeds that he intentionally has been throwing these HOH competitions.
Yeah.
So like he knows like not to stand out as a threat. I'm liking what Mark is doing. I don't know if he's going to win this way because with the jurors being able to go back home, there and with like basically the structure, I don't think it's going to reward his type of gameplay.
Mm-hmm. What's his type of
Which
gameplay?
is
Scumbagging people?
no. It's like floating, like not being
Oh,
too
into one side or the other.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like just kind of like trying to coast to the middle of the game and then strike. Which in regular Big Brother is like that's what wins games. But in this, because everybody is back home and they can see everything you've done, they're going to be like, why would we reward this guy who hasn't done anything all season? Oh, versus somebody that's been like playing the game like almost everybody else has been like actively trying. What I don't understand is why Omarosa didn't continue going after the pairs. Why she put up meta.
I know that. Yeah, that's like she did not have to do that. Yeah, you're right. But then I bet he would have been really pissed at her. You know.
So
I know that's what I think. They're all trying to. That's the problem with like the celebrities. As they all are trying to be too nice and stuff. Like they think about stuff like that more than I don't know. Because like to me, it's like I'd be like, no, fuck you. Like I'm not like I'm here to win money. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't come. You're on my team. I'm not fuck you, dude. Like no, of course, but like I get it from the like, oh, I love my family and I don't know. Like I guess whatever. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, I mean
something else.
he had 6 more days. He's been been like
tomorrow he has to do the talk or whatever. Like that's
yeah, so he's not even really home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he's got to be back Sunday.
Yeah, but he'll be there with Shannon. He loves Shannon.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was so weird. Like, who are you rooting for, Meta? Shannon. Like, well, Shannon's not in the game anymore, dude. I don't know if you noticed. But...
I don't know if you actually voted her out. I don't know if you understand that. But Shannon is out. That was funny.
But it was interesting that he said Ross. I thought that was like.
But then he says, "Oh, I would have put him on the block." Makes no sense.
I think what he wanted to say, he was fucking just like circling, like in his. He said, it sounds like when I fucking talk, like, blah blah blah, just garbage mouth. But here we go. I think he was pretty much trying to say that like. He wants to beat the best to be the best. Like, I think that's what he really wanted to say. Because, like, he would have put Ross up to get him out because he knows that Ross is the best. So he thinks that Ross is the best in the game, and that's why he wants him to win. I don't know. I can't speak for him, but that's what I was kind of getting the vibe.
Yeah, for sure. So if I was Omarosa, though, and my goal was to split up the pairs, right? Which it was this episode. That's why she put up 2 people from 2 different pairs, which I don't think was the greatest idea anyway, but it kind of shook them. Anyway, if Ross uses the veto, then she could have nominated Adriana, and then he wouldn't. And then if he used the veto again, Marissa. So then it would have been Marissa and Brandy. One of them would have had to go.
Yep, exactly.
And then it made no sense. But now you've given those 4 half the vote. That's half the people.
Yeah, exactly. Now they control whoever goes home next every week from here on out. Like the rest of them have to band together, but even then, so it pretty much depends like on who wins HOH, which we don't know who wins yet, right? I'm guessing that's going on right now.
Yeah, I was just on the feeds. They weren't playing it. So
feeds sponsored by Liquid 8D. Get your BB viewer to watch the feeds. Little commercial. I gotta make little commercials. At some point where like I want to have like a button that I'm like, all right, we're gonna go to commercial, and then I hit a button, play some videos. Yep, I think that'd be funny.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
But also really lame.
Yep. Oh, I'd make them funny. I'd make them. Oh, I'd make it good.
Like not too long. Like
oh,
3
no.
seconds.
Yep. No. We're back. Yeah. It'd also be
We're
nice
gonna go to
like.
commercial break.
I mean, on YouTube you can set in commercial. Yeah, whatever. This is a conversation for another time. I thought Ariadna. I think her they showed her devilish side, or they showed her devilish side on the last episode, but on this one they showed like she does have brains, and like I don't know, was it Marissa who said that she thinks that she's the smartest person in the house? Was that like, I think I might agree with that, where it's like she is kind of scary. I don't know.
Yeah,
especially with that Brandy turn from last episode, and then like. I think
Ariadna is actually playing really well.
Yep.
But see, because this game is so fluid compared to usual Big Brother games, there's a lot of like movement going between like the voting blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see Ross and Marissa jumping to Mark and James if they had the thing, HOH, and then trying to get Ariadna out. So she is both in a great and a terrible position, in my mind, like, depending on this HOH. So, oh well.
Yeah.
What did you think? All right. So, when we left off our last episode, I was basically saying that Brandy is a G because I like the hinky vote.
Oh yeah.
And I was defending it on Twitter against like a bunch of other people that were saying it was dumb.
Yep.
And I still stand by the statement that it's a good idea.
Yeah, but
but she executed it terribly.
Exactly. It's all about execution. Fucking like, if you're gonna do something like that, you pretty much are like, no, you have a next target in mind. Like that was Mark. Mark's fucking around.
Yeah.
Like, like you throw someone under the bus immediately. But the other thing about it is like, it's stupid that she couldn't trust Ariadna, like why she got pissed, or it's like she should have tried to pre-plan it with HOH or never. The problem was that it's like she's her friend, but also Ari was HOH, so it's like you're going against her. Like she didn't think about the ramifications of like, oh yeah, like I fucked around on your HOH and didn't tell you about it. Like, I mean, I don't know. I can see why she's mad, of course, but yeah, Brandy just like, bad execution. Like she didn't really think out. I think she did it on accident. I think she's actually saying the truth, like, or she was trying to get jury votes, but like didn't really think about the ramifications it would have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something about it was just like weird. So weird.
I don't think that she even thought it through at all. Like, I think that's the example of somebody that actually changed their vote because of a veto speech. Or also, Mark is a genius because I found out that the reason why he went so long in his speech last week, or when Shannon was leaving, he said it was because he didn't want Shannon to talk that much. Look at that!
That's really smart.
Even that little bit is like him playing the game. So
absolutely. That's okay. Yeah, I was at first thought he was just kind of being like, I don't want to hear about your causes or something. But no, that does make sense to like, limit the amount of time she can say something to try to save herself. Absolutely. Yeah, he's there to game, which I think is just really surprising. I thought he was just kind of like the jag-off guy that's just like, I'm here for fun. I don't know, but no,
he's got that vibe. Like, I think he's trying to intentionally present that vibe where he's just like, ooh, dude, like, you know what I'm saying? But he secretly, like, when he's like running on that treadmill, he's thinking of like, all right, I gotta roll with these people because of this, that, and the other. Yeah. I also like how there's a couple of duos right now. But this is also like Big Brother 18, where at the end there's 3 different duos.
Yeah.
But I like these duos.
I do too, actually. But I'm also hoping, like, I like Omarosa, and I want her to stay. I want her. I don't know, but she doesn't have anyone, right?
Nobody.
So like, what is? So like, one of the duos has to pick her up. Right?
Yeah, it's got to be. Well, it's got to be Mark and James because they were just saying that they were gonna work with her and Meta, and then she freaking gets rid of Meta like a buffoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why she did that.
I don't know. She's trying to show sympathy or trying to. I mean, that's a jury vote.
Okay,
The most
but
fucked up thing about that is that's a jury vote. Sending someone home is a jury vote. That's so
how
weird.
do you get to the jury though if you get rid of your only ally? Come on now.
That's
or
very
how do you
true.
get to the end?
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder
6
if he
days. There's
threatened
not a
that.
lot.
I wonder if he was like, "I won't vote for you if you don't vote
Yeah.
to evict me."
Who do you? It's
That's
like
so
who do you?
fucked up.
Whoever is the HOH that evicts me, I'll give him my jury vote. That's
Yeah.
he probably had this conversation.
Oh, I'm sure. That's messed
Guys.
up.
By the way, if you're watching, you could subscribe with Twitch Prime.
Commercial time. Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, you can actually hook up your account to your Twitch account, and you can subscribe. That supports the stream, supports the channel. It makes sure that we can do this more often, and it makes sure that we're here for the second season. So, and it's free for you. It's awesome. Yeah, thanks everybody.
It's free.
It's free. Why not? Yeah. Let's see. What else do we got? I was trying to think of some other things I was thinking about.
There's a lot of Omarosa clips talking about the White House.
They're
which
fucking really playing that up for every time where I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
come on. Like, I get it. And it's like they want to make that news. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it feels like a little much to me even at this point now where I'm just like, okay, we get it. Like, she worked
it's
at the
like
White
this.
House. Come on.
Yeah, this is the part where I go up and I go get a soda or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Here
It's
we
like,
go.
all right, I know what's gonna happen. I really
Yeah.
liked how Brandy brought it up in their game.
Oh yeah, that whole game system. Like those were games where I was like, man, I don't want to play this game because this game's gonna get fucking bad real quick. Like,
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Or it's like, I can't believe people can do that stuff where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna call someone out in this game, like while everyone's like, oh, we're all having fun. I'm gonna ruin this great moment with some fucking like scumbaggery. Oh, I hate
Yeah.
that.
Isn't that how Dominique got voted out? I didn't actually. I was in
I don't
sequester.
know. I feel like I don't know. I can't remember, but that sounds about right. I feel like a lot of people get into that game where it's talking shit in public by like, no, it was just a joke. Amanda was like that. Like, man, you're fucking playing with fire.
Yeah. I'm surprised that people do that and then stay for weeks.
Yeah,
after that.
exactly. Where it's like that person is the person I want out immediately. Like, I don't want no one to be calling me out publicly. Like, you're a fucking loose cannon.
Yeah, it's great to watch.
Oh,
but-
it's the best for us as viewers, but man, if you're there, that's a nightmare. It's just a bomb waiting to blow up.
Yeah, I think Brandy is great TV, but I don't know if she has a chance to win against anybody.
No, that vote execution was just so bad. But it's like sometimes she has glimpses of like, oh man, she could be a good player, but she doesn't know when to quit. Like she doesn't know when to like just shut the fuck up, you know?
Yeah. Who do you think has the best chance to the worst chance of winning this game?
Now that Meta's
like-
gone.
Not if they have the chance to get there. Like, let's say Ross is in the finals. Who does he lose against to anybody? If anybody, I think Ross would win against everybody right now, and then Ariana would win to everybody but Ross.
Yeah, I think that's for sure.
Something like that. So what about you?
I mean, like, I don't know. I guess then at that point, it feels like Omarosa is the one that you bring to the end with you because she has the least amount of chance. It feels like, I guess. I don't know. Is that real?
I thought she would have been like third likely.
See, that's what
to...
I was kind of thinking too. Well, because to me, I want to think that like super fans will place higher, or like you give like, oh, this person's a fan of the show, like I'm gonna fucking reward that, kinda. I don't know. Like, why is everyone like so up Ross's dick for being so great? Like, why is everyone on the Ross train?
Because he was leading the charge against Shannon, probably.
So just to be switched up.
Yeah, I think so. That's got to be it. And he's won 2 competitions, I think. He won an HOH and a veto.
Okay.
So he's winning comps. He's doing the social game. I think those are good reasons.
Yeah.
I think Ariadna's good because of that too. That's why I can see Mark not winning. Mark might only win.
Hang his hat on.
Yeah. I don't know who Mark can beat in the final 2. Like, what's his game plan?
So Mark's the fucking guaranteed bringer, number 3 spot at least, right? You bring Mark to the end, then he's done shit all except for fucking sit and talk.
So yeah, Jasper Eat said in the chat, so there's a finale at Final 5. What do you think about that? How is this gonna work?
It's gonna be probably a 2-hour episode, and it's gonna be triple eviction. It's gonna be fucking whoop ass. It's just gonna be. The ending's gonna be way different, or maybe not. I don't know.
Do you think it's going to be like a triple eviction, or do you think it's going to be like a double and then a single, or
what if they had like 5 people that could be voted on?
What do you mean? Or all right, so there's the HOH and then a veto holder.
Yeah.
And then the veto holder is the one that stays? I don't understand how it could even happen.
I don't know. And like, so we have a double eviction coming up, and then we have a double eviction after that, and then we have a triple?
Yeah.
Is that for real?
No. There's a double eviction happening on Friday. So it's going to go from 7 to 5.
I thought there was another one. What happens on Wednesday? Nothing?
Nothing. It's just there. It's going to show the HOH, yeah. God damn it. So basically, it's going to go from 7 to 2 people in 2 episodes.
Oh my god, that's going to be nuts.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. But yeah, I think that the double eviction is going to happen. Basically, it's going to be like Dre and William from BB Can 5. One of the duos is going to be completely wiped out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you have to get rid of Ross real soon.
But everybody wants to work with him.
That's exactly
everybody.
He's a nice guy, and he seems like he'd probably be genuinely fun to be around in the house. So that's another thing he's got going for him.
Yeah, with his walrus thing, where he's like, dude.
So good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, like, yeah, we're past the halfway point. I mean, what do you think of this season?
I love it. This is probably one of my favorite seasons since like 17. I really like 17. I didn't like the finale, but I liked everything else in 17.
Wait, who won 17?
Steve Moses, exactly.
No, I always just get all those ones confused. Steve Moses is a motherfucking gem. Love that motherfucker.
He might be cool in real life, but
dude, he's the best in real life. He's always dogging me so hard. Like that motherfucker, like he fucking slings shit so hard. It's great. Like I just get drunk and it's like, fuck you, you little bitch. Like, oh yeah, it's so much fun. Like
then it's fun. Yeah, but on the feed or when I was watching him, every time I was just like, this guy's crazy. And then he was super into like getting out Becky, which I never understood. Whatever.
Steve. I love it. Yeah, interesting. I'm liking it. Excuse me.
So
I don't know. It's a good season. I think it's been good. I think like even Spencer today was saying that he likes the shorter style of it. He thinks it's better, but he hates the 2-hour episodes.
No, yeah, it's like watching a movie.
Dude, that's too long. Like I like Big Brother, but those 2-hour ones are just like, come on, like.
And it's on a Friday.
Fluff. Yeah.
It's like I got stuff to do on a Friday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then we gotta talk about it for an hour.
Yo, exactly. Yeah, those ones are just too much. Yeah, well, only like when's the finales on Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's Sunday or Monday. It just happened and I can't even remember.
Yeah. So do we want to do an episode that Sunday?
Yeah.
After the finale.
Yeah.
Just like a fucking wrap up. Fucking talk about what fucking the future holds, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds good.
For sure.
I mean, I don't know. There's pretty much fucking nothing else in this episode, right? I got nothing.
Uh,
I don't know. What else do
yeah.
you want to talk about?
Some people on Twitter have asked some questions.
I fucking forget to do the questions every time. I forget to ask the questions.
I think we addressed a couple already. How are we gonna like it without Omarosa's, you know, filler clips about the White House? I think, I think that yeah, they're stretching now because this one wasn't even that good.
No,
She
this
was-
one, yeah, it seemed like, all right, we've heard enough. Like, give us some dirt, or like, I don't really care, or
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know.
It was like she was saying, "Oh, somebody that I've never heard of before was very had some crazy last words that I'm not going to tell you." And I'm just like, "All right, I don't care."
Yep, and they gave Scaramucci a fucking shout out on this one. That little wiener ass motherfucker. He
Yeah.
follows me. He follows like a bunch of. I think he just follows everyone, but he follows a bunch of Big Brother people. And I wonder if he was in talks to do Big Brother, and that's why
Yeah.
they even put that like on the show. I don't know. Interesting though. Oh, the merch. I'm trying to think. What
Who
else.
who do you want to go next week,
Next
or
eviction,
who do you want the next two?
Next two would be. I think to shake things up a little bit. I wouldn't mind like maybe James going.
Whoa!
Yep.
I want him to win.
Ooh. No, I don't know. I don't
You
know.
don't like James?
No, I
All
like
right.
James. I think he's good, but like he's a person that's like I don't know. He's not making the show for me. I don't know why. Like I'm just like I want to see Omarosa play. I want to see Ross play. I want to see Marissa play, and I want to see Brandy play. And now
Yeah.
after Ariadna, I want to see her play. And it's like the rest of the people where it's like even Mark, I'm like I don't really care. I'd rather see you go now. And then I want to see like these people try to like more strategy, but I guess now we're getting into like you can't even play as much strategy like with less and less people in the house. It's like there's
Yeah.
less wiggle room essentially.
I feel like there is more strategy to be played at the end of the game, though. That's
Yeah.
where you can. That's where you got to show off your chops and
Yeah,
show who's got more sway with who. I think if Omarosa goes in these next two episodes, they're doing it wrong because she's on her own.
yeah.
Unless if she goes in the tail end of the double eviction.
She's
But
like
she
the
better.
sacrifice. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't see her going first.
Mm-mm.
Especially with three duos. What's your favorite duo? Do you have a favorite?
I like Ross and Marissa probably. I think that they're just like two solid players that know what the fuck they're doing. Like Marissa, like everyone gets down on her on Twitter and stuff. Like I'm not gonna comment on it, I guess, but like I think she's she's obviously playing the game, and like when she fucking took all that information and was running around the house with it, like I mean, like she figured out like oh yeah they had a deal. Like I think that was smart, and it wasn't her. She's not the one that came up with that idea, but she's the one that fucking like heralded it around the fucking house. Which I think that I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably a smart move, but it's interesting. She knows what she's doing. I like that. I think. I don't know. Who's your duo? You're in the James and
I'm
Mark
in-
camp.
Yep. You know exactly
Oh.
who I'm rooting for.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
of course.
I think that they have the best chance to make it through the double eviction. Basically because I think James can beast it out. And
Yeah.
I feel like if they are going to get out Mark, it's because they couldn't get out James.
Yeah, I can see that
So-
for sure. I
Yeah.
think they're good. Like they've got the strength. I think, like I don't know. I think they might be able to just like win competitions and just keep on winning out. Who do you got for next HOH? Who are you thinking?
Next HOH, I'm going to
Wild
say
guess.
James.
James.
Team James here. And
Is
then
that the right move though? Shouldn't he throw it to Mark?
he's came in second place in
Every
all the HOHs.
Yeah,
So,
that's
Um,
gonna do good for his ego going into this one for sure.
yeah, I think he could win. And I think he should win because there's 6 days left. So,
Yep.
I think he should do it.
Well, you
And then-
play a lot of fucking competitions, right? I mean, like, there's, I don't know.
Who does Who does he target? Who does he target?
He has to go after Ross.
He's gonna go after Brandy, man.
Oh yeah, he's
doesn't
gonna go
like
after
her.
Brandy. Yep. That's the stupid part, though. That's the dumbest thing. That's like something I would do too, where I'd be like, like I fucking can't stand to be around you. I want you to go home. Like,
See, the thing is,
yeah, not strategy.
it's not a bad move because you know she's not gonna work with you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly how I would frame it in my head too. Like,
Yeah.
Like she's never gonna work with me. It would never be anything. But I think like you have to get rid of Ross now, sooner than later. When like I don't know, just and plus like if you get Ross out, that's like a fucking like a big nice trophy you can put on your mantle.
Yeah. And then who's like up against you now in the future, like strategically? Omarosa maybe,
Yep.
and nobody likes her.
She's the next big monster. Yep. And she can play. I guess she came to win. I mean, shit. I don't know. I like how they're all like, talking about her butt. Like, she's got a big butt. That's why she can stay on that thing.
Literally all of them.
I know.
Half
Just
the
like,
segment.
jeez.
And then Mark is talking about his balls.
Oh yeah, that was so funny. But I was like, yeah, I was watching with a couple people here, and then I was like, I can see that. Like, it just like yeah, I can see that. I think, and you could see like you could see their fucking nuts pretty much on the goddamn screen. It looked just painful.
Did you like how the wall was a sitting competition?
I don't know. I want to know what it's like. That's the problem. Where it's like, I barely got to play my wall, but I want to know what that sitting one is like. I don't know. Because I wonder if it's got to be easier in some ways and tougher than others, obviously. But, like, because your center of gravity is, like, automatically lower than it would be standing. But if you do the James Healing method, you can get the lowest, which is lower than sitting. So, I don't know. Or it was weird to see, like, Brandy, how she, like, fell forward, then, like, sat back into her chair. I don't know. I just want to, I don't know. I like it. I bet they'll try to do it again at some point, maybe. I don't know.
I think it would have been harder on your tricepts.
Yeah.
To, like,
I don't even know what muscle group that is.
That's like right here.
Oh. I don't fucking know. No clue. Yeah.
Damn, McRae. Anatomy.
No, I know. I should know. Yeah, I should be better at that, actually. Nope.
Every time they do a vote on what veto should be used and the diamond power veto's there, it never gets voted. It's like the fans don't like it.
Oh, has it been voted on before?
Yeah, it was voted on for OTT, and they didn't do it.
Let's see, who's had the diamond power veto?
It was like in an earlier season. I can't remember which season it was.
Hoffman?
Yeah,
boy might have got one.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then he, right before it ended, he took himself off, and then he should have put up Hayden, but he didn't, because he knew his alliance was turning on him. And then the next episode, or the next eviction, they got him out because they already knew the alliance hated him. That's what it was.
Yeah, what a bummer.
That was a crazy season. I like that season.
That is a good one. I do like that one. I mean, I don't have anything else. What do you got?
Neither do I. If you could follow me on Twitter at CameronHerd210, and that's it for me today. I don't have any other plugs.
Excellent. Again, if you want to support the stream and you have Amazon Prime, it's so easy just to subscribe to my channel. It literally does nothing. You don't have to pay for anything. It just helps us out. It helps the stream out. It pays for the stream. All this amazing production value you see here today has been paid for by Twitch viewers like you. That sounds like almost a PBS.
And it's free. It's free.
Free. Please free me up. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. I have nothing else. Thanks again, Cameron, for doing this, as always.
Oh, no problem. Thanks. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to be here.
This one just felt like such a slog again. Like, this episode was like, it's good, but also like, man, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, last episode I was like on Sunday. I'm
Yeah.
like, thank God we didn't have an episode on Sunday because there's
Yeah.
nothing to talk about. And
Yeah,
this there's
exactly.
at least a little bit.
Yep, I think it'll be like, yeah, this next episode we do. Oh wait, the next one's gonna be HOH. That one's gonna be kind of boring, but like the Friday episode's gonna be fucking nuts because it's just gonna be like, oh, and then this happened. Like double evictions always be, yeah. I don't know. The game's not even gonna fucking be started till, Wednesday's episode's over.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's fucking weird. Weird season. All right, I've got nothing else. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll see you guys next time on the block. Bye-bye.
Bye.